Uh, a little anxious, but now that I know the times of when to come into the lab, I now am a little less anxious.
Yeah.
Try to get as much as I can done on my desktop and then bring it in here if I have any issues.
I'm actually kind of nervous, and that's only because I work over in the housing program as an RA, and there's people there that have like said that like, yeah, I stopped doing it after the sunrise. Like they quit GIMM.
To be honest, maybe I'll get my ass kicked, but I think a bit overhyped. I don't know. He showed us and I was like, that's it?
You need one that makes a sunrise.
I'm actually pretty excited. I'm hoping, because I don't have too much to do on my plate with other classes, I'm hoping that I can try and do the graphics myself and not use the prepackaged ones.
One that makes a sunset.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do pretty well on it, but that's just maybe for me. I don't know. I haven't started it yet, so I don't know if I'm going to fail that.
One that makes a moonrise.
I was like, I think I'm gonna start off with the drawing, the backgrounds, and all the little key elements that he did request for. That's what I'm gonna start with, and then come here on Friday and learn to do the rest.
Every year is a little different. So this year I want a rabbit. A rabbit. You're gonna have to figure out how to create a rabbit and Photoshop, animate whatever is good for you, and get it into this game. Okay, who hasn't been to the lab? Raise your hand.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, all right, very
So at
good.
the end of this, I'm going to ask you another question. You guys want a little hint?
The individual game project, I think, started off really slow. I didn't really know what I was doing for like the first 2 weeks. It started working really fast. I think it's really helpful to come into the labs on the weekend and stuff. They immediately can get you ahead. Like you can jump entire weeks in progress.
Yeah, I feel that the individual game project went pretty well. I definitely learned a lot of new stuff and new techniques and things that I didn't quite know how to do before that I definitely was able to implement in ways that I didn't think I could. And so it definitely was a learning experience, but it was definitely pretty good.
I got it, pretty well, I hope. I'll see when I get the final analysis, but I think it went pretty well for me.
It went well, I think, except for like these last 24 hours, because I kind of had to rush to do a few final things.
Well, it actually runs. You boot it up, it functions. It has actual menu screens that worked, and they all react to each other. It still has bugs, compared to where my Sunrise project is littered with bugs in every set.
So the individual game project definitely had a lot more individuality to it. It was very basic starting system, but then you were able to completely rewrite it and remake it to be exactly how you want it to be. The Sunrise project I feel it was a lot easier because it had a very defined goal. It was like, this is exactly what to do, and you were able to work towards that goal.
In some ways, I feel like I was expecting more, but it felt like less. And there was more to do and all that. But the Sunrise project felt like being thrown in the deep end. Like I really didn't know what I was doing the whole time. And it was very confusing of a description at first to me. The game project was like, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing.
It definitely was a challenge, just more on the time management side, but the actual like coding part of it was just, it takes time.
I feel like I know how to do the coding in some way, but I feel like I still kind of like I get nervous.
Yeah, I feel like I know what to expect for the most part. But now that I've actually been able to get in, do a lot of the stuff, and get some experience in actually making a full like game, I definitely feel a lot more confident going into the future, like getting into the more advanced stuff.
I feel pretty good.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
It definitely makes me a bit scared of what we're going to be doing because all he presented us was 4 different options and they were entirely different.
It'll be interesting because I've never even like touched augmented reality with a 10-foot pole. So just diving straight into it, and it's like you have 4 weeks to learn a brand new technology as well as make a game in it. Definitely got to be challenging, but it'll be interesting. So.